So today I'm going to show you how I created this animation in Cinema 4D. So this is our scene file here. We have a sphere inside several nulls. So we've got the ball, move, rotation, and we've got the sphere. So basically the animation is all done via keyframes. So obviously this one controls the rotation, where I'm going from 0 to 120 and I'm rotating 500 degrees. And I've also got the move starting here as frame 0 going to frame 176, and that's moving from 100 down to minus 300. So if I just hit play on this, see we start off really slow and the rotation is slow too, it speeds up, bounces and comes back. So taking a wee look at the F curve, what I've got in both of these is a time track. So to do this, you just come into your kind of move, add special track, and then you've got a time track. Do the same for rotation, and you plug them in over the side. So basically, if we have a wee look at the F curve, and it's really the time one here we're looking at. So if I just go to frame all, you'll see as I move this, we're hardly getting any movement or rotation, and then as the curve steepens, that's when it starts to go a bit quicker, and we get to our final destination here. Now what I've done is I've added another keyframes to allow it to kind of bounce back and rotate, and finish again, and another gentle bounce back and rotate. So if I just hit play, you'll see it scribbles the timeline, not moving, and these keyframes basically add in the bounce at the end. So now that we've got that, what we're looking to do is add this into a kind of circular shape, and we can do that with the radial cloner. But the first thing we need to do is actually bake in these keyframes. So we'll go back into our F curve, go and select all of these, and I'm just going to see some functions that bake objects, and it's going to go to OK. So we need to do a wee bit of tidying up here, where we've got all the copies. So we're just going to move this into place. So here we've got all our copies. Again, you could rename these, and if we go to the move, we'll see we've got the move and the rotation keyframes, and you see these are all basically made into keyframes on every single frame here. So what we can then do is come into Effector, into MoGraph Cloner, add this under a cloner, change the radial, and we're going to reduce the radius down to 0, and just go up to 8. Now, if I hit play on this, you see that the balls can rotate in, start the wrong way, and they'll go at the same time. So first thing we need to do is to rotate these round 180, like so. And we don't need them at both sides. What we're going to do is start angle 180, and because we've halved them, I'm just going to halve this down to 4. So if I hit play, you see this rotate through all at the same time. So now what we do with the cloner selected, we go into MoGraph Effector and add the Step Effector. I'm going to turn off the scale, and what I want to do is look at this time offset. So if I change this to say 300 frames and go back and play, you'll see this one then starts, and this one then goes, and so on, and we finally get the last one. So because this is rotated down here, what we need to do is we're going to actually change the start position, so it's like this, and obviously this is how it needs to finish. So we're rolling down to here, and this has to be back at the beginning at keyframe 500. So go set a keyframe here, and basically once the last animation is done, which is frame 475, what we're going to do is just rotate this round to here. Like so. So if I hit play, see it gets to height and then it drops down. And the next one goes, and so on and so on. So this is the effect. As you see in the final render, I've added in rails underneath it, and obviously added in a background and lighting. And what we can do with this just so it looks perfectly is we can make these keyframes linear. And that's basically the technique used, nice and simple, doesn't require any simulation, and it's easy to loop. Hope you found this useful, and I'll speak to you soon.